that was bad.
A lot of my cases dead end in Boston Common. I prefer not to join them.
Well, let's save and see if we can deal with Swan.
Funeral.
The answer is yes. Yes, we can.
Yes.
Is that every copy of Grognak? How many of them are there? I don't know, there's only one more left. Interesting. Anyway, that was Edgar Swan, the former custodian of the Institute, who got experimented on and turned into, well, that. A unique super mutant behemoth who no longer has anything left. Not even his sanity.
Now, what's this?
So let's make the Boston Common a little safer. Also, I'm going to do this since we're here. The reason I wanted to do this now is so I can kill two birds with one stone, since I have to go to the Prost bar anyway.
Hi.
Here to learn about our movement?
You're part of a movement?
That's right, friend. Brother Simon will be happy to explain what we're all about. We're always looking for new members.
That's not creepy. Well, that's unfortunate.
Please, let me go! Don't shoot me.
We're going to be a Boy Scout. We'll let her go. Unless we have to kill her. Airplane.
You playing hide and seek? I think that's the last of them.
First time they sent bounty hunters after us. Ivy knew she had to run. She had to get far away from the Commonwealth to a place where she could start over. She didn't mean to kill him. What happened was an accident. He told her he'd done this before, that he had experience with chems. It didn't dawn on her until later he was just trying to impress her. The problem was she hadn't heard from Zane in weeks. They had met only a month earlier at a bar in Gerdneighbor. He said he was a smuggler. When she told him her story, he sympathized with her. He even promised to get her to Far Harbor for a price. Something about him scared her, but she was desperate to leave and didn't know any other way, so she decided to believe him. The plan was to meet here at Prost's bar. Perhaps if she just stayed in place, Zane would come for her. It was too dangerous outside, and there were enough rations in the bar to hold her for another week. She just had to be patient. Someone would come, and someone did. But while the hunter came to find a killer, something told him to stay his hand. It could have been pity for the young woman, or perhaps it was desire to circumvent fate. Whatever the reason, Ryu chose to do what few before him dared to do. He rejected the story that was written in the mirror and took his fate into his own hands. When the hunters came, Ryu fought them off. In that moment, Ivy saw her chance to escape. She knew of another exit, one where she would be followed. Part of her wanted to say thank you to the stranger for sparing her life, but she couldn't risk dying along with him. In the end, she left behind the pages of her mirror. Maybe that would be thanks enough. Also, Prost bar. Prost is German for cheers. Kind of random, but whatever.
I hope you decide to change your life today. Welcome.
So here's another Creation Club potential player hum.
Be sure and visit Diamond City. It's safe, it's secure, and full of quality.
Turn off Travis Miles.
You building a collection or something?
Something like that.
Yet another breaking story here in Diamond City, folks. I'll bring you up. Diamond City's own Nick Valentine is reportedly investigating the circumstances surrounding former residents. The man in question, residing with a boy he claimed to be his son, hasn't been seen in weeks. Now it seems the whole story. It's unclear at this time if the boy was being held against his will. Authorities have so far refused to comment. Should you happen to spot the man, and believe me, you recognize him, don't hesitate to get word from Nick. Keep that dial tuned to Diamond City Radio for updates on this break. Here's one from Cole Porter that I don't think Diamond City Security would totally agree with.
Turn that off, because, again, DMCA. It's a nice little area. You get a... It's nice enough, this place. Too bad Sierra Petrovita is not involved with this. Haha. Okay, is there anything worth taking out of here? Not really. Alright. So, there is one more quest that I'm going to do before we call it here. But first I'm going to go offload some stuff, and then we're going to go ahead and do it. It is one more Creation Club quest that I'm quite fond of. We are just going to carry our trusty, rusty sidearm and our combat rifle, nothing more. Top ourselves off first. We don't need the donuts. And I don't need the stuff, boss. They will be kept right here. Alright. We're gonna go fight the good fight, folks. Ah, it ain't far from here. Okay, so we're gonna just hoof it. Reason I'm offloading everything, we don't need it. So I'll actually buy. Why are there bathrooms here? Just randomly. Yeah, I guess there's rest stops. That makes sense.
Heads up.
Do something for you?
Hey, Valentine.
You all right? You need something?
It's about time for you to go.
Your call.
We're even dismissing our companion, because where we're going, we cannot take him with us. Aqua Pura? What have we here? Well, this sucks. We came here from DC to get help. Talon Company Mercs attacked GNR Station, and where the Brotherhood forces scattered, our butts are exposed. Our only hope was the radio. We sent out an SOS to everyone and anyone, asking them to help us fight the good fight. The Commonwealth responded, but it turns out these gunners aren't down for the cause. I would have been a dead woman if I didn't come in for a slow landing. Might still be a dead woman given they're still on my 6. In fact, if you're reading this, that means my corpse is too cold for stim packs, so this letter will have to do. If the good fight means something to you, then take this bird and fly off to the capital wasteland. Save GNR from the Talon Company Mercs and shut down the radio before they get on air. And if you see the good man, tell him I'm sorry. So apparently we just know how to fly a vertibird now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the capital wasteland. Yes, I am not joking. And now we have to deal with Talon Company.
Guess my good karma's paying off.
What just happened? I'm gonna be sick.
Talon Company combat armor.
I don't see anything. Think we're okay.
That's something I haven't heard of in a while.
Hey,
We'll dig in and hold this position.
And the Merc Charmer, Merc Adventurer outfits, the Merc Troublemaker outfits, here they are. People were always wondering why these were removed from the game, and well, from the series, and well, here they are. Cool, isn't it? Go loot the bodies. Here's the subway system that would lead to Chevy Chase.
excuse me.
We'll secure the area.
Here's the Early Dawn Elementary School, which is where the kids from Little became the kids in Little Lamplight. So Fisheye, it's kind of crazy how smart Scratch is. I mean, he's still the dumbest freaking thing on two legs I've ever had the displeasure of meeting. But it's not like he's stupid, you know? Like, when I showed him how to play cards, I thought he'd just eat the deck and then go drink out of the toilet, but no. He picked up just enough of the game for me to cheat him out of his freaking aqua. We're too freaking soft. I knew Phil back when he was a slaver with a guy with a way less stupid name. That ghoul's got so much blood on his hands he can't even grip his own. It's so slippery. But now we're saving every charity case we can find. The mutant was bad enough, but now this freaking raider chick? Why don't I just go stick my head in a Yao Guai's mouth? Might be safer. Should have seen it coming. Just got word. Talon Company is going to hit the station. I knew we should have killed the girl when we had the chance. A day after Phil shows her how to use the radio and we get heat, I bet my missile launcher that girl had something to do with it. Don't trust the gunners. I don't know what this gunner crew Phil says is going to fight with us. I used to be a bounty hunter, so I know better than to trust a mother freaker just because he says he wants to help. In fact, that makes me even more suspicious. You want to travel 500 miles to save a bunch of ex-mercs you've never even met? The first words out of my mouth ain't going to be thank you. It's going to be why. The Talon mercs have us trapped in here like rats. Where the freak is Sparrow with that air support? Those gunners better not have screwed us. Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. They did just that, buddy. They did just that. Oh yeah, because I also ditched Valentine, my Lone Wanderer perk kicks in. Also, United We Stand is working, too, because it's me versus all of these Talon Company mercs. Now, years ago, you would venture through Early Dawn Elementary here to get to GNR Plaza, but it looks like the situation has gotten worse and the rebels in the way now. So you actually have no way to explore any more of the Capital Wasteland. But hey, this is the Capital Wasteland. Here's even the intercom, but no one's there because the Brotherhood's not here. That begs the question, where's the Brotherhood? Well, you'll see in due time.
Let's do
Kill that guy quickly, because he's in power armor.
Look at all the blood.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Got him!
A T-45 helmet. Akin to the Brotherhood. Scratch, super mutant. Okay. Scratch's logs. Super mutant, tight words now. Super mutant hands too big for weak puny keys. But man named Joe help. He say he type words, super mutant say, exactly as he say them. So super mutant will kill him last. Super mutant came from Appalachia. That why he green. But mutant here, they orange. Feel good man hear this, and say comparing super mutants like apple and orange. This makes super scratch, head scratch more than record. Super mutant not fruit. When talk to feel good man, super mutant head feels sick with words. Feel good man tell Raider, not all fight good, this news. Super mutant never met fight he no like. Never met no human he no crush. So feel good man give very bad advice. Then why he good man? This makes super mutant scratch till head till skin come off. But good man fight good. So maybe he not so bad. Interesting.
Who? Let's do this.
Like I said, you get Overseer's Guardian and you're set. And this is indeed the studio. Oh, don't do this now. Well, considering he seems to be slowly moving even closer, there we go. So it appears that Talon Company was in cahoots with this Raider girl, apparently. And then we shut down Galaxy News Radio. For good. And I'm going to take as much of this Aqua Pura as I can because it is indeed Aqua Pura. I love how it's just plain purified water in that case there. Phil Goodman, Good Fighter's Merc Charmer suit. Also, Grey Nick Cat sunglasses and a nice DJ's outfit. It's not completely accurate. It doesn't really look like Three Dogs' outfit, but it's close enough. So, as we can tell from what happened here, it looks like Talon Company, the good fighters, were betrayed. And Talon Company just waltzed right in. I love the reference to playing checkers with bottle caps. I'm not going to read every single log. Well, maybe I will. Also, when you're done here...
Didn't expect help from a stranger. Thanks.
Glad to help.
You're one of the good guys. You wouldn't happen to know of...
I sure do.
You can recruit these guys as settlers. Isn't that cool? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them all to Eager Tours Marina, and I'm going to deal with them there.
Hi.
You showed up just in the nick of time.
You looking?
Could be.
Uh-huh. I sure do.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
They call me the Ghoul of Cool, the leader of the good fight, but I'm just taking up the mantle. I didn't start this old jukebox, I'm just playing her song. Truth is, none of us Mercs were around when the fight started, but maybe that's why it struck a chord now. And with the DJ missing, and the Brotherhood gone, for a short while, the airways went dead. But we felt we needed to keep the fight going, not just for the wasteland, but for ourselves. We're not selling our souls for caps anymore. We're doing real good, like the Lone Wanderer did. We've been inspired to take up the cause, make up for lost time, you dig? I was on a dark path before all this. You could say the good fight saved me. Now I want to save others to pay it forward. Sparrow's been a godsend, fixing up these old birds and getting them to fly. She brought in 20 crates of Aqua Pura the other day. A gift from some of the Wastelanders out there who appreciate what we do and who we do it for. The other day, the fighters found a raider outside the plaza. The easy thing to do would be to kill her. I mean, this poor girl was freaking out, speaking gibberish and in no shape to meet the big DJ in the sky. But if we want to fight the good fight, that means getting our playlist right. Not every track is about hacking and whacking. We gotta spin the right record. Even when it's tough, especially when it's tough. Besides, we made Scratch part of the team, and compared to a mutant, a raider's basically a kitten. So I brought her to the station and gave her some R&R. She took a liking to the console, wanted to press every button on the darn thing. After watching me do a sound check, she even took a turn on the mic. We'll make her a proper DJ out of her yet. This Raider girl has a name. She just doesn't remember it. But we can't keep calling her Raider girl because that won't help her move on. Not to mention, if we keep calling her a Raider, Scratch might get the wrong idea. The other day, Joe was trying to get him to say mercenary, but he kept saying mercy instead. That's when the light bulb went off in both our heads. I think the name kind of fits, for the mercy we showed when we found her, and the mercy she's shown us by not grabbing a knife every time Fisheye tries to cheat her at cards. I try to tell Mercy, the good fight is what we do, but it's not all there is. There has to be something we're fighting for, but the only way she thinks, it's like a guitar that only plays one note. So I told the girl, it's like this. Every day, you gotta think of 5 things that you love more than the fight. Like the view from a vertibird, finding a family photo in an old suitcase, opening up a fresh can of beans on a Sunday morning, a pair of warm socks, a faint smile. You keep your crap tuned right, and you'll be like Billie Holiday. All your living will be easy. Oh my gosh, these puns. Someone's hired... I know, I'm being a hypocrite. Someone's hired the Talon Company to take the station. Part of me wonders if this isn't about the music at all, but old chicken's coming home to roost. I guess it doesn't matter now. They're here, and with the Brotherhood spread thin, there ain't nobody but us to stop them. Last night we held a jam session to talk about what's next. Joe thinks we ought to beat feet before the Mercs crash the party, but it ain't why we signed up for this. I hate to sound like a broken record, but we fight the good fight no matter how bad the blood. We owe it to the man to be dogs in the fight, and we ain't much of a canine if we turn tail and run. But we also ain't going to sit here and get our meat chopped. I put the word out on the airwaves, and sure enough, I got hit back from a good fighting crew in Boston. I told them I'd send Sparrow to pick them up and give a crate of Aqua Puros thanks. They said there's no need. They're going to help us because it's the right thing to do. The Talon Company Mercs have blown up the tunnel and trapped us inside. If we're going to get its supplies, we'll need it to come by air. Speaking of which, I should have heard from Sparrow by now. I'm beginning to think these gunner cats may not be on the level. They keep telling me to send more birds, but when I ask to speak to my good fighters, they tell me it's a bad time. Bad time? They don't know the meaning. We've got the Mercs on our doorstep, and the reinforcements we were counting on are a no-show. Can't worry about that now. We gotta make a stand with the cats we got here. And besides, even if we die, I have to believe the fight will go on. 10 years ago, a bottle of water and a catchy slogan saved my life. Given what I've done, I'll never be a good man. I just try to be a better one. Interesting.
Hey, thanks for your help.
Glad to help.
You're one of the good guys. You wouldn't have...
Uh-huh. I sure do.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. Hey there.
Hey, thanks for your help.
Glad to help.
You're one of the good guys. You...
I sure do.
Thanks.
Okay, now for Mercy's logs. When word got out GNR was up for grabs, people thought it'd be a free-for-all. But it hasn't been that way. These good fighters took over the place like cockroaches inheriting the earth. I guess people always assumed the Brotherhood would take it back, but crap changed when the Pridwin left Adams. Now everyone wants a piece, including my employers. Over the past few days, I've gotten in good with the crew. Supposedly they like to take in orphans and head cases, so the phony memory loss shtick worked well enough. Not sure what to make of this band of misfits just yet, but they obviously won't be able to hold the place when push comes to shove. Not like I give a crap what happens to them. I'm just here for the DJ. My employers knew what they were doing when they hired me. Sure, I'm good at what I do. You don't survive as a slave for 13 years without learning how to smile away your rage. And while some people might be scared to take a job like this, when you come up from the mud, nothing phases you. But that doesn't mean I'm not bitter about the past. Ever since I got rid of the collar, I've wanted one thing and one thing only: to kill that zombie son of a gun who sold me. I didn't give a crap about the didn't give a crap about the station. That was just part of the deal. But the goal is mine. Every time I'm alone with this zombie screw-up, I lose my nerve. Why am I hesitating? Why can't I kill him? I haven't forgiven him, it's not that. He did what he did, and he can't take it back. But killing him feels off. None of this is how I pictured it. I still have a job to do. Once I give the station blueprints and a head count to my employers, it won't be long before they move in. I don't know anymore. I don't know why the crap I'm still here. I should be riding shotguns with the Talon Company Mercs, or just plain getting the hell out. Yet here I am, holding a gun, ready to fight this good freaking fight. What the hell is wrong with me? Well, can't really account for that, can ya? Interesting. Huh. This is all concept art for Fallout 3. Interesting. Nice little Easter egg.
Excuse me.
You showed up just in the nick of time.
Glad to help.
You're one of the good guys. You wouldn't happen.
I sure do.
Thanks.
So yeah, we're going to pretty much recruit every mercenary that we come across. Dr. Emily. Or Amelie. Phil brought me in on the team about a month ago. Everyone here is so friendly. It makes it really easy to get DNA swabs. At least at my last job, I had to resort to drugging them first. Dave Perkins has come to me on several occasions and stated adamantly that Aqua Pura is not completely pure. Needless to say, I was shocked at his accusation. Shocked. Why would people really do that? Lie on the label? But my tests show little to no contamination, so phew. I asked Dave why he thought the way he did, and he explained to me that unless you can drink it without opening the cap, it was going to get contaminated when exposed to the radiation in the air. Well, duh. I told him that level of contamination is completely safe. If anyone is contaminated, it's probably him. I'll need to have him agree to a test to confirm, although I'll probably just grab a sample from the bottle he threw in the trash. A mutant? A mutant! One of the good fighters is a mutant! A mutant! I've never treated a mutant before. I want to know what he eats, when he sleeps, what he dreams. He's sleeping right now. Maybe I should wake him up and ask. Not a good idea. Phil brought in a raider girl who was very, very hurt. I can patch her wounds, but I can't do much for her brain. It doesn't usually respond well to antiseptics. More importantly, with so many injured, Phil says they plan on clearing some of the rubble upstairs to make room for a clinic. That's an amazing idea. After all, you can't fight the good fight without a clean bill of health. It's been 2 days, 6 hours, and 32 minutes, and they still haven't cleaned the rubble. Something about the Talon Company attacking the station? Well, if they do attack, how am I going to treat the injured without a proper clinic? Oh, she's definitely an eccentric.
Excuse me.
Didn't expect help from a stranger.
Glad to help.
You're one of the good guys. You wouldn't happen.
I sure do.
I'm going to recruit all these guys because they're all going to be helpful. I like how they give you artificial settlers, essentially. Pastor's vestments? What? Yeah, I think I'm done reading a lot of this. There is one more thing I want to read because it is funny. It's specifically this. Dave Perkins' personal logs. Oops. My name is Dave Perkins. Some of the good fighters call me Perk because it's a real perk to have me around, but I prefer Dave. I asked Fisheye where he got his name, and he said it's because he's blind in one eye. I told him Dave is a fake name too. My real name is actually David. This guy is an idiot. We should be called the Great Fighters. If I were a raider looking to cause trouble, I'm not scared of a crew of above average fighters. I'm going to spin my idea to Phil and see what he thinks. I think he'll be over the moon when he hears it. Phil didn't like my idea. Something about the good fight being a slogan for the wasteland. That's just great. Just great. We're not great, though. We're just good. I knew it. I knew being called the Good Fighters was going to get us into trouble. Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Makes me wonder where the rest of the crew is, if that's... Found the doctor, found what remained of Scratch. So where's Wasteland Joe and, Perk? Oh yeah, I forgot about Mercy. Ah, here's Dave Perkins. There was another terminal somewhere. Well. Oh well. Because I'm not going to find everything. That leads back to the barracks. Or the armor. Well, there's supposed to be like some other log or terminal somewhere, but can't seem to find it. But it does say something really funny. Mr. Dave Perkins really thinks highly of himself. Let's put it that way.
Didn't expect help from a stranger.
Glad to help.
You're one of the good guys. You wouldn't have...
I sure do.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You showed up just in the nick of time.
Glad to help.
You're one of the good guys. You wouldn't happen to know.
Right. I sure do.
Thanks.
They travel that extremely long distance all the way to, from the capital wasteland, all the way to the Commonwealth. That's quite the venture. Anyway, guess it's time to get out of here. We help them fight the good fight. And I think that was like 10 mercs, maybe? They're willing to join us. So, I'd say it's pretty good. Anyway, back to the Commonwealth we go. Ugh. Nine. Not bad. Try to rescue as many of those mercs as I could. Alright. So, we are going to head back, offload our stuff, and we're going to call it.